Etsy's making big moves at the big game, but the ultimate question is, will it make a difference for the company and for shop owners? That's to be seen, and it's all coming up in tonight's Sewing Report Live. Welcome to the show. I'm Jen, your host. We're about to have some fun. We started a little earlier tonight. I thought this would be a good idea since the Super Bowl is tonight. No, I will not be watching, but I know many of you plan to watch the game, so I thought we could adapt a little bit. If this is your first time here, welcome. We talk about all of the things affecting the sewing community, and we have a little bit of fun. Before we get started, I just wanted to lay out some ground rules for the live chat and for comments on the replay. We welcome comments, questions, all of that stuff. I just ask that you be kind, polite, and civil to myself and to each other. And this is a politics-free zone, so no politics here. We have enough places on the internet to argue about politics. This is not one of them. We want to use this as an escape from the political sphere. And first, before we get into things, I want to thank tonight's live stream sponsor. As usual, it is the Sewing Report Etsy shop, where you can find fabric and sewing supplies. And I do want to highlight a couple very cool new items to the shop. I have a great deal on a Figo Fabrics Fat Quarter Bundle. This is the Refresh Bundle. This is 14 fat quarters. Beautiful fabric line. It's sort of abstract watercolor florals in pink, some very muted red tones, greens, oranges. Very, very pretty fabric. I'm also just started carrying these really awesome Sarah Hart's premium sew-in woven labels. You can use these on sewing, quilting, crochet, knitting projects. And I have a few already in the shop. I do have some more on order, but they are kind of on back order, so I'm hoping to get those fairly soon. So the varieties I have so far are some fun summer fruits. Those are really cute. Those would be great, I think, on kids or baby items, or like small items, maybe like zipper pouches, bags, that sort of thing. I have some beige and gold labels that say made for you. And I also have some beige and gold labels that say made by me with a nice cute little rainbow graphic on there. These are $8 per package. You get 8 labels. Really fun, and as always, shipping within the United States and free shipping on all orders of $35 or more. But I'm really excited about these new additions to the shop. Also, the quilt binding spools seem to be a very popular item, and as usual, a lot of our fabric marking pens. I've got fat quarter bundles, I've got half yard bundles, lots of stuff, a few handmade items as well. So check out the Sewing Report Etsy shop for all of your fabric and sewing supplies needs. Wait, is the game next week? I thought the game was tonight. Did I really get the Super Bowl wrong? Oh man. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, the Super Bowl really is next week. Oh my, so I started early for nothing? Okay, well in that case, well, I guess we'll be starting early next week too. Wow. All right, I did not realize the Super Bowl. I really thought it was tonight because I was like, okay, I'm not watching it. Okay, it really is next week. Well, oh my god. That clearly shows you how little I know about football. All right, in that case, we'll roll with it anyways. I know I literally don't watch football really at all, but the San Francisco 49ers are going to be playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And there's a lot of hubbub because, of course, Taylor Swift is dating one of the Chiefs football players. All right, well, we started early anyways. All right, well, I guess we'll also be starting at 5:30 next week as well. Okay, anyways, I don't watch the game at all, but this story still applies because I was like, maybe I should start during the game so I can see, you know, when they run the ad or whatnot. So the big deal is that Etsy has announced a new AI-generated tool to help people locate gifts on Etsy. And Etsy also went out ahead and purchased a Super Bowl ad, which is very expensive and it's putting a lot of eggs in one basket. So of course we can still talk. I did not realize the Super Bowl was next week. I really thought the Super Bowl was tonight. Because it's usually like the first week in February, isn't it? It's usually like February, 2nd, 3rd, whatever. So I honestly thought the game was tonight. I'm not a football fan. Very clearly, that is so crazy. Because I really thought the game was tonight. Anyways, well, whatever. It's cool. We're here. And, we'll hang, because I was like, then I guess we can hang out a little bit longer, because I wanted to try to end the show, so if people could watch the Super Bowl, they could still do it, but hey. Alright, well, shows how much I know about football. I don't know, I honestly, I don't think I've really ever, I'm not a football fan. I will sometimes watch the halftime show, depending on who the musician is, but I'm just not, guys, I'm just not into football. It is what it is. All right, well, next week, we'll also be starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Then welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in a little bit early here. Oh, boy. Well, this story still applies, but it's funny because they made all these announcements this week, so I figured the game had to be this weekend if they were, because Etsy's been really, like, playing up their whole Super Bowl thing. So it's like, okay. Anyways, welcome everyone who's watching. We are multi-streaming. So why did they change? Because it was always like the first weekend in February. I don't know. So messed up. Oh well. But whatever. If you're watching live, you're watching on the replay, I really appreciate everyone tuning in. So yeah, next week we'll be starting at 5:30 again. Also, I'll have to find something. We'll find something different to talk about. But really, let's get into things, because I think this is kind of interesting that they're doing this, but Etsy has decided to take out a Super Bowl ad for the game. So that's interesting. So, and first of all, we'll talk about the gift mode. Okay, so it's kind of two stories combined into one. So Etsy has launched something called gift mode. They're using this AI-powered technology. I guess they use like ChatGPT-4. I'm still a little bit not super with all the ChatGPT stuff. I've tried using it a little bit just to see what it's all about. It is kind of interesting to me, but I'm not going to claim to be any sort of expert on ChatGPT. Also, let me mute the music for a little bit. So this actually got some press coverage with like the tech type blogs like TechCrunch. So Etsy has launched something called gift mode, an AI-powered feature designed to match you with tailored gift ideas based on specific preferences. Gift mode is essentially an online quiz that asks about who you're shopping for, sibling, parent, child, the occasion, birthday, anniversary, get well, and the recipient's interests. At launch, the feature has 15 interests to choose from, including crafting, fashion, sports, video games, pets, and more. It then generates a series of gift guides inspired by your choices, pulling options from the over 100 million items listed on the platform. The gift guides are centered around more than 200 different personas, like the music lover, the video gamer, the adventurer, and the pet parent. Over time, the company plans to add new interests and personas in response to emerging trends. Tim Hawley, Etsy's VP of Product, told TechCrunch. Additionally, Etsy introduced a gift teaser option where you can send the recipient a sneak peek of the item via email in case the gift won't arrive in time for the event. You can also include a gift note and tracking information. Online retailer Uncommon Goods did something similar in 2017 when it released Sunny, its AI-powered gift guide feature that suggests products based on inputs like who you're shopping for, their age groups, and hobbies they're interested in. There's also a text box to add more specific preferences. So they kind of launched this in the past week with a lot of fanfare and making out like it's a big deal. So here's my thing. Like, this already exists on a bunch of other websites. Like, Amazon has it. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good tool, but I'm like Etsy announced, they had a big announcement. I was like, oh, I wonder what it is. And then when they announced this, I was kind of like a little bit underwhelmed. Like, that's it. I mean, this is fine. No shade, but I'm also like, this is not, I wouldn't say this is like some sort of groundbreaking thing. I don't know. Is it just me, or do I find this not, I think they're like puffing this up to be something that it's just not. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I'm also like, I just am not I'm not super wowed by like a gift guide, which is essentially what it is, using some AI technology. I don't know. I was just like, okay. So, what does everybody think? Is this cool? Is this kind of, underwhelming? And the question I have is, will this actually lead to more sales on the platform? Like, is this going to be a big selling point? I mean, here's the thing. People already know what Etsy is, but unless you've been living under a rock, it's not like you've never heard of Etsy. I don't know. I think more of the problem for a lot of customers is the fact that there's been a big problem with a lot of confusion over things that are actually handmade and then things that are drop shipped or things that are mass produced and passed off as handmade. I don't know if the problem is necessarily that people are having trouble finding the perfect gift. I think it's more that the platform has become so inundated with stuff that's not actually handmade, and this was a platform that was initially popular because it was like, these are small businesses, these are handmade shops, and there's just a lot of stuff now on Etsy that's clearly not. Like, it's the same stuff you can find on Amazon or like Shein or AliExpress, and it's not, the problem is not necessarily that it's, having trouble finding the perfect gift. It's just sifting through the crap to find stuff that's actually handmade. So let's check out this gift guide and see if this is, all that it's cracked up to be. I don't know. I'm just not super impressed by what this is. It's like extra special gifts for the cheese lover. I don't know. All right, so let's try this out. Let's see. Who are you shopping? I'll do myself. Actually, let me do my mom. Let's see if this can find something that's actually good for my mom. All right, next question. All right, what's the occasion? All right, let's say Mother's Day. Okay, what are they into? Like, I don't even know if a lot of this stuff describes my mom. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, I'll do like the perfect home. She does do some crafting, but not like a ton. She does more like scrapbooking and stuff. The perfect style, not really. Plants and animals. Alright, we'll do that. Let's see if this comes up with stuff that my mom would actually like. I don't know. Show gift ideas. Okay. Alright, sorry, this is like... Alright, so this is for the crafter. It's like some kits to do stuff. Okay, this is a jewelry dishes kit. Okay, an adjustable embroidery stand. Now, my mom might actually like that. She does do a little bit of that stuff. I've got a weaving loom kit. I don't know. The interior designer. I can't see my mom liking any of those things. Plant parrot. She does really like plants. I mean, this isn't terrible, but I'm not like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Personalized birthstone necklace. What does everybody think about these suggestions so far? Like, those are cute. Personalized family birthstone bracelet. I don't know if she would wear that. What's this? This is a rabbit's foot fern moss ball. Yeah, I don't know. Hanging rustic air plant holder. All right, let's see what the plant. Actually see all the interior design stuff. Okay, she definitely wouldn't be into that stuff. I don't know about the bookends. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. A lot of other sites have a gift guide, so this is not groundbreaking stuff here. She might be into those trays. I don't know. But here's the thing. Let's see. Are these actually handmade? Like, is this actually a handmade item? This is from a company called Zotangle. It does say handmade. Made in Wisconsin. Okay, so maybe this is... And that's what I think people are having trouble with, is figuring... They're trying to sift through all the stuff that's not handmade, because nobody wants to buy an overpriced item and then find out that it's not handmade. Like, that's, I think, what a lot of people have problems with. I don't know. What do we think? Is this something that you feel Etsy should be spending their time and resources on? Or is this kind of, underwhelming? I don't know. So, I don't know. I'm like, my mom would be okay with some of this stuff. I don't know. So Etsy also put out a couple ads about, so they put out an ad about the gift mode stuff. Let's see here.
I'm starting to think this is a bad idea. Now you tell me. I just think.
And I thought these ads were kind of like cheap. I don't know. I was like, I think these ads are weird. Like, I'm not into them. I'm personally just not into these ads. So this is the ad that they're using to promote the gift mode. And then this is actually their Super Bowl ad.
Oh, crap.
And the premise for the ad is that this is the United States finding a gift for France. If you're not aware, the French actually gifted the Statue of Liberty in New York to America. So the premise of this ad is that it's like whatever year this was where they got the Statue of Liberty, and then the U.S. is like, we gotta give something to France. So not to spoil it, but you know, it's got like revolutionary vibes here, and then they, it's like gift easy with gift mode, and the whole premise is that they, it's about finding the perfect gift, blah 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 blah. Now I did see an article by Adweek talking about the ad and the fact that it's touting the AI feature, and also it's interesting that Etsy did not put any, they didn't hire celebrities to be in these particular ads. So I don't know, if you are going to get an ad, the Super Bowl is the big broadcasting event to buy an ad at. Now, how much does a Super Bowl ad cost? I looked this up, and it's estimated that anybody that buys a Super Bowl ad for the 2024 Super Bowl is going to pay about $7 million for a 30-second ad. So Etsy spent $7 million just to buy the ad space, and then they're also going to be they paid for the production of the commercial, all this other stuff. And obviously this is like their big play, get the Super Bowl ad, get people talking about this. But all right, so here's the thing. I don't know, I just find this to be kind of an interesting marketing strategy, because all right, are football fans really the target customer for Etsy? I'm assuming at least half of the viewers are going to be mostly guys. My husband has never gone on Etsy in his life. I'm sure maybe some guys look on Etsy to find gifts or shop for themselves or whatever. It's not unheard of, but I don't know if the typical American sports fan is going to be Etsy's top demographic to go after. For one, that's a lot of money to drop. And then a lot of sellers are also still unhappy with a lot of the platform shenanigans going on, like the fact that they're, the fact that Etsy is allowing so much stuff that's in violation of their own policies on the platform and not really doing anything about that. So it may seem a little tone deaf to a lot of shop owners for Etsy to spend $7 million plus on running a Super Bowl ad. Honestly, I didn't think the ad was that good. I don't even think that's going to crack those, top Super Bowl ad, rankings. I just didn't find that ad very creative, clever, or, very, I don't know, good. I just didn't think the ad was very good. Y'all can watch it. And, by the way, the reason that Etsy is not saying, the reason that they're not, here, I'll kind of, let's go back to Etsy here. The reason Etsy is not really using the word Super Bowl in their announcement is because the NFL has a very tight lock on their trademark. So they do not allow anybody to use the term Super Bowl, which is two words, in any of marketing or for commercial use. In fact, that's why I avoided using Super Bowl in the thumbnail or in the title, because the NFL and the Super Bowl, they are just very protective over the trademark, so you cannot use the term Super Bowl in anything. And don't, if you're a seller on Etsy, don't even try to use Super Bowl in anything, because you're gonna get slapped down. Anyways, let's take a few moments to read some comments, and then we'll continue talking about this. Okay. Let's see here. All right, we're having trouble. All right, apparently we're having trouble streaming to Twitch. I don't know. All right, please check Twitch. All right, hold on a second. I got to check my Twitch here. Anyways, it's not like anybody watches on Twitch anyways here, so whatever, but I don't know. Let's see. It says they're having trouble streaming into Twitch, so we'll see. All right, well, apparently we're live there, so... Okay, oh, it looks like... Okay, it looks like we were streaming for like 20 minutes and then it stopped, so, whatever. Screw Twitch. It's cool. I don't even know how to fix this. Yeah, not sure how to fix this. Oh, wait, apparently we are live on Twitch, so whatever. But, yeah, so the Super Bowl, I thought it was tonight. Apparently it's next week. It's usually always the first weekend in February. I don't know, but I'm not a football person, so I don't know. Oh, well. All right. Hey, no worries. We still win. The Super Bowl is on, so don't stress. All right. Yeah, I'm honestly really not. Y'all are here, and we're doing it a little early tonight. We'll do it early next week. Actually, what does everybody think about the time of the show, too? Like, is 7 p.m. Eastern time typically good? Let me know in the chat. Would you prefer the show regularly as early or a little bit later? I don't really care either way. In fact, it might help me a little bit to go a tad bit earlier, just so that I can do more stuff after the show. So that might actually help. But thanks for all for watching. I know we've had like a couple, like we've gotten some pretty regular viewership over on Sewing Report Live. So it's cool. All right. SS says, yeah, not wowed here either, especially with the kinds of gifts that are on the site anyway. I just use it to buy fabric and other sewing supplies. Yeah, I don't buy a ton of gifts on Etsy, but when I do, I really curate and go through and pick out what I think is cool. I don't know if I think the gift guide is helpful to me, so I don't know. I'm not super impressed by the gift guide. Like, I feel like the recommendations they gave me, I could have found on my own. Etsy has strayed too far from their origins. Yeah, I agree. I use Etsy for embroidery files, sewing supplies, and vintage sewing machine parts. Yeah, I don't usually use it for a lot of gifts. Like, I'm just being real. All right, so it's not just me. I usually buy stuff for me, for my crochet. Yeah, I buy supplies there mostly. I occasionally get gifts from Etsy, but not a ton. I'd rather peruse a pop-up market. Yeah, like shopping for gifts in person is a lot of fun. I always feel like their gifts are just too hippie for me. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that from the guide. Yeah. Okay, yeah, totally agree. Sifting through the crap is just too much. You gotta kind of know what you're looking for. Yeah, it's hard. And it is kind of deceptive because I've seen some shops where I would assume that the products are handmade, and then when you kind of look at the shop a little closer, it's very clear that it's not, and it's just like a mass-produced like thing. All right, Lisa's in the house. Those suggestions are so generic, AI at its finest, except for the Sewing Report Etsy shop. I'm so over Etsy. Well, thank you, Lisa. And by the way, this live stream is sponsored by the Sewing Report Etsy shop. Super Bowl ads got to be afforded. Yeah, exactly. $7 million. That's what they're dropping our 6.5% transaction fees on. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. All right, spot on, Jen. Etsy is not for the football crowd. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm being real here. I don't know that many dudes who shop on Etsy. Like, I'm sure they exist. I just don't think, it's gonna be a lot. All right, so it says, actually, a lot of women do watch the Super Bowl, but not other games. Here's the thing. I agree with that, but I also think if I was trying to target people to shop on Etsy, the Super Bowl, like, there's going to be a lot of women watching, yeah, but I think there are better ways to target that demographic than the Super Bowl ad for less money. I don't know. Just my opinion. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, well, good point. Super Bowl parties are huge. So, here's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there are people that shop. I'm not saying that women don't watch football or, like, Etsy shoppers don't watch football, but, like, that's a lot of money to drop on one commercial for that. And here's the thing. If the ad was really good, I would have been like, okay, so I watched the ad, and the reason I'm not playing it here is just for copyright reasons. But I didn't find the ad very, like, interesting. I don't know. I just didn't think the ad was that great. So, I don't know. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on the Swifties, Debbie. Yeah, I don't know. The fact that the NFL is relying on, like, Taylor Swift to bring in football fans. I'm like, okay, I don't know. And the only reason they're watching the game is because Taylor is watching the game. I don't know. I'm just not, that's not my thing. Clearly, I'm not really a Swiftie. Sorry, guys. Ever since Etsy went public, it took a dive. Handmade items are buried at this point. Yeah. And let's check this out because I was looking at the Etsy stock price. And, yeah, let's take a look at the stock price here. All right, so the stock price is currently about $75, but look at where it is on this graph. Oh, wait, yeah, $75, down from a high of almost $300 in 2021. So in less than 3 years, it's really taking kind of a dive. In 2019, it was around $56. All right, max, it went public around 2015, $27. So it did go up 2019. Again, everything during the pandemic is just not normal. This is very abnormal activity. So, like, this whole thing is an artificial boost that the company got from COVID and the pandemic. And then ever since then, look, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of definitely on kind of a downward trajectory for sure. So I think Etsy has some problems, and I don't know what would help, like, quote unquote fix Etsy. I don't know. What does everybody think? All right, let me get some water real quick. All right, I'm going to mute myself real quick because I have to cough. All right, oh, and I want to just share with all of the Stanley Cup madness out there, I busted out my this is from a brand called Reduce. I think they make stuff out of, I think some of it's like made of recycled materials or something like that. And I think I got this at Target or Walmart a few years ago. And I love, like, this is a really great cup. It could have a handle, but it works really well. It does have the vacuum insulated stainless steel interior. It's got a really nice quality straw. It's got some, like, you can sip out of it, or you can use the straw. You can totally close this up. I think I paid way less than what a Stanley Cup costs. Maybe like $15, something like that. So no, I do not have a Stanley Cup. I'm probably not going to buy a Stanley Cup. This one works just fine. And I work from home, so I don't really need a lot of, like, commuting type cups. But I thought I would bust this out for my water tonight. Because I've not gotten on the Stanley train, guys. I just can't. Some of these things I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm not doing it. So I have perfectly good travel mugs and travel tumblers. I don't need another cup, and I definitely don't need one that costs $35 and up. I think that's kind of a ridiculous price, but smart marketing for the Stanley people, since this brand has been around forever. So no Stanley Cup here. All right, let's read a few more comments. Okay, we read that. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I think the handmade items are hard to find on Etsy, and Etsy needs to do, I think they could have invested some of that money and put it into knocking off all of the, like, shops that clearly aren't handmade. Thank you, Debbie. Then again, maybe planting the seed of helping you get a gift may work for someone. Not for my husband. I can say that. He wouldn't even remember that commercial. Like, it would just be like, yeah, whatever. It will be forgotten unless someone buys a Valentine gift. Here's the funny thing, too, is every time I go out on Valentine's Day, like, I'll be at Publix or something, that's a grocery store down here in Florida, and I'll just see a sea of men buying flowers and candy on Valentine's Day. So, I mean, that's, like, the mentality of a lot of your typical guy. Like, my husband doesn't even give me anything for Valentine's Day. He doesn't even remember my birthday. So, like, my husband, oh, for our anniversary, do you want to know? So we're not really big into, like, gift giving. Actually, my husband's birthday is like my husband's birthday is next Saturday, I think. So for our anniversary, 15 years, do you want to know what my husband brought me? He brought me home a buy one, get one, like, pastries from the grocery store. He went to Winn-Dixie, and he got me, like, some those coffee cake pastries with fruit in them. And he got 2. He's like, they were buy one, get one. So that is what he gifted me for our 15-year anniversary. I found it kind of funny. I was not expecting anything. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, you know, but, like, also my husband doesn't watch sports at all, so that he's definitely not going to watch the Super Bowl, period. But that's sort of how we roll around here. You know, if we want something, we just buy it ourselves. But yeah, for our anniversary, he brought me home a BOGO, like, Danish, like, coffee cake Danish. So I'm like, okay. All right. Yeah, I don't get the Stanley Cup stuff. I just don't. I think they were clever. They made it in, like, fun colors, and they made some of them, like, limited edition to up the FOMO factor, and that's really what I see with the Stanley Cup stuff. My cup needs a sewing... You know, I do have the sewing report stickers, but they wouldn't wash very well. Yeah, that's the thing with stickers, is a lot of times they don't... On, like, things you need to wash, they don't tend to last very long. Yeah, the Stanley Cups are just, like, redonkulous. I don't get it. Hello, Jamie! Welcome! Welcome. Are the straws easy to wash? So this one actually is, although I think you can buy little things to help you clean straws, like they sell them on Amazon and stuff. But this one, I usually just, I put it in the dishwasher. So you could just put it in, like, the silverware, the utensil rack, and it washes fine. And this one's also fairly large. But yeah, the Reduce brand, again, not sponsored or anything. I bought this. No, not even an affiliate link or anything. But I've had this for years. And, you know, it's nice. It's like the powder-coated enamel. It's got this really nice, like, silicone thing on the bottom. It fits into cup holders. The one negative is it's a little bit heavy when it's filled with liquid, but it's a quality cup, and the little print, the print hasn't come off or faded or anything, so that's cool. Yeah, I don't follow useless trends. Yeah, trends are definitely not for me. All right, so Lisa, you like this time. All right, so let me know, do people like this general time for the live stream, or should I keep it at 7 p.m. or should I go a little bit earlier? I actually kind of like doing it earlier, because when I do it at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I don't really get a lot done before the show. I'm going to be real. Like, it's hard for me to be productive beforehand, because I'm like, oh, I got to get ready for this. But if I start earlier and end a little bit earlier, then I could get stuff done afterwards. And then I could have a little more time to, like, cut clips and that kind of stuff. So if the earlier time works for people, let me know. We do have slightly lower viewership than normal. Like, maybe I could do 6 o'clock. So maybe like 5:36. Maybe we'll do 6 o'clock next week. I don't even know what time the Super Bowl. Let's see what time the Super Bowl starts. All right, what time is the Super? Yeah, I'm literally Googling what time is the Super Bowl. Oh, it's at 6:30. Okay, so if I do 5:30 next week, I can go live for like an hour or so. Okay. I literally don't even know what time the game is. Guys, I really don't watch. I honestly don't watch this stuff like at all. That's how sad my life is. That's literally how sad it is. So yeah, this is totally me. All right. Stanley advertising on the Super Bowl makes more sense. Yeah, that. Also, you can use your Stanley Cup, like, although, I don't think you're allowed to bring cups in. But, like, that seems like more of the lifestyle, like, that seems to fit more of the lifestyle vibe for someone who watches sports, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at me now? Which is totally fine. I thought the 15-year anniversary was wood or paper or something, but yeah, it was not even, it was buy one, get one pastries from Winn-Dixie. I think one was like strawberry and one was raspberry. I'm surprised he remembered. Like, that's the thing. One year he just didn't even remember. He didn't even know it was my birthday. Like, he had no idea. So that is kind of funny. Alright, sorry guys. Alright, you like the earlier time. Okay, so does everybody like the earlier time? I mean, I could probably start doing this more. And it would kind of make sense for me, too. I didn't really have any trouble, sometimes I have trouble getting up at, like, a reasonable time. But, I mean, if I'm going live at 5:30 or 6 p.m., I really should be able to do that. Let's be real. Yes, I thought it was pretty funny. That's just how he is. Yeah, he like, you know, yeah, it was like BOGO. It was buy one, get one anniversary pastries. Yeah, I like food. I like food gifts. I'm down with the food. So, I mean, did I eat all of it? Yeah, he didn't even eat any of it. I ate, like, and they were, like, large ones. They were, like, the trays. So, they were pretty big. I ate all of them. So, yeah. All right, anytime works for me. Oh, no! I'm sorry. You tested positive for... Here's my thing. I have kind of a running cough thing. It's kind of a... I don't know, kind of a permanent thing. But when I talk a lot or do live streams and stuff, it tends to really, like... It tends to really kind of... like, exacerbate things, and I tend to, like, get a little bit of, like, phlegm in the back of my throat. Probably not great, but that's what happens. Alright, you say 5 is good. Sun is down after 6. I'm ready to sleep. Yeah, me, I mean, hey, who doesn't like sleep? Get well soon. Yeah, get well soon, Camper 1965. Stay well. Get rested. I guess don't watch the Super Bowl tonight because it's next. Like, when did they change things? I don't even know. This is so weird. Like, I just find it very odd. Because for as long as I can remember, the Super Bowl's always been, like, the first weekend of February. And by the way, I'm from Buffalo, New York. So I went to a lot of very disappointing Super Bowl parties when I was a kid. Because the Bills went to the Super Bowl, like, 3 or 4 times in a very, like, short period of time, and they never won. In fact, I don't think the Bills have ever won a Super Bowl. So I went to a lot of Super Bowl parties when I was a kid, and, like, they never won. So everyone was always pretty bummed about that, especially my dad, because he really likes football. All right, apparently our Twitch, let's see what's going on in Twitch. Apparently did it start a new stream? I don't even know. Like, this is very confusing. Okay, okay, so, all right, let me just, I think it accidentally started a new stream. Like, it stopped it on Twitch, and then it started on Twitch. I don't even know. This is very confusing. Twitch is a very weird platform. I'm gonna be real. Twitch is weird. I find Twitch to be very, okay. Okay, I think it started it looks like it started like a new stream. So we were live for a while. Okay, we were live, then it stopped the stream, then it started, I guess there's 2 streams on Twitch. I don't even know. I mean, I stream on Twitch just because it's easy, not because I'm like super, you know, no offense if you're on Twitch. I just, you know, I don't know. It's not really my main thing here, but it is what it is. All right, I'm staying in this week and working from home. All right, cool. Yeah, take care of yourself. All right, Jules T says, Jen, I was at Joann's yesterday and the shelves were empty. People were buying everything in store. So apparently word got out. So why do you think people were buying? Oh, because of all the issues with, like, shopping online and stuff? Do you think that's why? That's interesting. Okay. And I know, you know, yeah, I don't know. And I have been kind of lurking in the Joann subreddit. So if you are in there, I do lurk in there a lot. So if you post, I probably see it. Okay, so people are like, yeah, I'm not risking it shopping online. I'm just going to go to the store if I need anything. Yeah, I would agree. I can definitely see that happening. All right, let's take a look at another. All right, let's take a look at the Retail Dive article about the Etsy gift mode. So it says gift mode uses human curation and machine learning to offer shoppers a selection of products for gift recipients. Wow. All right. Like, that's the thing. Like, people have always kind of known Etsy is for gifts. I don't really understand why this is so groundbreaking. All right. According to the company, only 12% of U.S. shoppers named Etsy as a place to shop for gifts. Etsy wants to change that, and with its new service, the company said it hopes users feel their gift recommendations were, quote, made just for them and the recipients, end quote. At the end of the day, gifting is about shopping for a person, not a thing, and Etsy is the expert in keeping commerce human. Etsy CEO Josh Silverman said in a statement, I have incredible conviction that we are tapping into a truly authentic space where Etsy can have a real impact. I mean, if we're talking about something that was created with ChatGPT, probably that statement was, I'm going to guess. Etsy plans to continue expanding gift mode and add new features. The company said it will invest in marketing gift mode, including TV ads for the NFL playoffs and the Super Bowl. Etsy's pursuit to become a gifting destination for shoppers signals a new strategy from the company during their time of restructuring. In December of 2023, Etsy laid off 11% of its workforce, about 225 employees, as part of a restructuring plan. As part of the plan, Etsy's chief marketing officer and chief human resources officer also left the company. Well, fun times there. Also, I want to point out, I noticed something on Etsy's Instagram this week. Etsy is, they did hire one celebrity spokesperson, and that is Drew Barrymore. Let's check this out here.
Gifting officer at one of my favorite places on this planet.
Can y'all hear this?
What I want to do is help
very loud.
people with gifting. Etsy is the best place.
All right, how do I make this less loud? I don't know.
Everything. This is my initials, Chief Gifting Officer. I'm actually going to open a gift right now.
All right, so Etsy has named Drew Barrymore as Chief Gifting Officer. Like, don't get me wrong, Drew seems like a cool person. I do like her. She seems, and she actually does look like the type of celebrity that might shop on Etsy and might occasionally do crafts. The thing about this, though, is that she's a celebrity. They had to have paid Drew Barrymore a lot of money to be a spokesperson. So Etsy's dropping all this money on Super Bowl ads, celebrity endorsements. I've also noticed they've paid a lot of, like, influencers who don't craft. Like, these are not crafting influencers. Etsy has paid a lot of, like, lifestyle, fashion-type influencers a lot of money to do sponsored content on their YouTube channels, on their Instagram. And I'm just wondering how effective this type of marketing really is. Like, is it cool that Drew Barrymore is doing Etsy stuff? Sure, I guess. Is this going to make a difference? I really don't know. So I'm just like, again, nothing against Drew. I think she seems cool. I'm just wondering, like, how much is this going to make a difference? The other thing Etsy did actually do is, as like a promotion, Etsy has decided to do sort of a thing for the shops, and they're, so basically during a promotional period, Etsy has something called share and save. So if the shop owner shares a link to the shop and people purchase using that particular link, Etsy actually refunds part of the transaction fee. So it's typically like, I think 4% or something like that. But as part of like their Super Bowl promotion, they're actually going to refund all 6.5%. So let's see, what's the time period? Okay, so it's February 1st through February 15th. So for about a 2-week period, if your customers purchase through your share and save link, then you will not have to pay a transaction fee, and Etsy is covering that. So again, kind of nice, but again, you are bringing your own traffic to the shop, so it's like, okay, whatever. So I don't know, something they're doing as like a 2-week promotion. I guess to try to get, it seems like it's to try to get shop owners to promote their own shops heavily. I don't know, like they've been doing a lot of this stuff. Etsy also did like a couple coupons or discounts site-wide that they covered the cost for to get more people to shop on Etsy. It really seems like Etsy is kind of desperate to get more sales. And that's why a lot of shop owners also speculate that Etsy, this is why Etsy allows a lot of these shops that break all of the terms of service, is because it's a sale. Even if they're breaking the terms of service, it's a sale. But at the same time, I think keeping all of those shops, like the mass-produced crap and like the drop-shipped stuff that really doesn't fit the definition of handmade because the person's not designing it themselves nor making it. Overall, I do see how that can hurt the platform long-term because Etsy had a reputation for being handmade stuff and people are having trouble finding handmade stuff. So, I don't know. All right, let's read a few more comments here. Okay, so what's going on with Joann's online? I tried to order some stuff yesterday and the entire order was canceled. What's going on? Yeah, people seem to be having trouble with Joann. Should I place an order just to see what the heck happens? Maybe I will. Maybe that'll be something I do this week. I'll place an online order just to see, like, should I order some fabric and stuff and just see, like, what, you know, if it actually goes through or if it ends up being kind of a mess. Because I'm seeing a lot of people say they're having trouble with their Joann's orders and they're having trouble with their pickup and store orders as well. Interesting. I hardly go to Joann's. It's very far away and I don't have a car. Yeah, I haven't shopped at Joann's in a while. I bought the Brothers Sketch there, but I bought that in person. I haven't placed an online order with Joann's in probably over a year. So maybe I should do that as like an experiment to see what's going on. Sandy says, I can't find sew-in interfacing anywhere. So tired of not finding sewing supplies yet. It is tough to find anything. Okay, word is that Joann's might be going on, like, Joann's is definitely on the high risk for bankruptcy according to several publications, but that could mean they could just restructure. That doesn't necessarily mean that all of the stores would close, and if so, maybe only a select number of stores would close. So, I don't know, I feel like the risk of Joann's just going away altogether is somewhat low. More likely it would be them just restructuring the company and or maybe closing some stores but not all stores. I don't know. All right, they need new people running that company. Same thing happened to me a few days ago. So you placed you placed an order and then it was just like outright canceled. That's insane. All right, but at the cost of getting a sale, that hurts the reputation. Yeah, you're talking about Etsy allowing all of these shops that really don't fit the definition of what's allowed on Etsy. Yeah, I agree with you. All right, Jules T says, I also ordered fabric, but only got part of the order. The remaining fabric has been discontinued. Now, did you get a refund, or what happened with that? So a lot of you seem to be reporting problems with the order. That's kind of crazy. Joann's website is super buggy and slow on my iPhone too. Ooh, that's definitely not good. Don't order anything expensive. I wouldn't buy a sewing machine. That would be very risky. All right, it was completely canceled 13 minutes after ordering. So that is really, really bizarre. Should we check out the Joann's website? Let's see. All right, should we check it out just to see what's going on at our good friend Joann's? All right, well, they're having a fabulous fabric sale right now. Let's check this out. Okay. Super weird. All right. All right, so currently Joann's is having a fabulous fabric sale with entire stock starting at $3.99 a yard. Should I try to order some fabric just to see what ends up happening? It also says free shipping on fabric orders $49 or more. I'm kind of tempted to place an order just to see like what ends up happening. Okay, they have a lot of last chance fabric here. I mean, and if something is listed as in stock, you should be able to order, right? Like something along those lines. Here's some satin fabric. All right, like, looks like it's in stock, so it says shipped to me. Super crazy. Oh, and you can also save 10% of your order over $75 or more. Should I try to place an order at Joann's? Maybe I'll do that after the show, see if I can see what happens. I don't know. That's super crazy. So a few of you have reported that you placed an order with Joann's and it was just outright canceled. Like, and they couldn't, like, it seems like maybe their inventory online isn't maybe keeping up with what they actually have. Also, can we talk about how some of these fabrics are, I'll just say taste specific. These are very taste specific prints. Also, the free curbside and pickup, I've heard people are reporting some problems with that. I've seen all kinds of craziness. I don't know what's going on with this. Like, I feel like anything could happen with Joann's this year. This is going to be a wild year, guys. Just buckle up. Just buckle up. Yeah, I really don't want to see them closed outright, because this is, again, while we definitely have some gripes about Joann's, them not existing entirely would really, like, a lot of people would lose access to their main source of fabric and sewing supplies and crafting supplies. All right, let's see what else Joann's has going on here. All right, flannel, I'm surprised the fleece. Where's all the novelty fleece? All right, you got Valentine's Day gifts, St. Patrick's Day gifts. Should I try to place an order at Joann's and just... I think, yeah, it's been a while. All right, so allegedly they have fusible interfacing at $1.29. And yeah, they do seem to have like a 2-yard minimum, so you can't order like less than 2 yards. I'm curious to see if I place a Joann's order, like what ends up happening. Should we do a little bit more, a little more investigative reporting here? Maybe we'll do that. Something along those lines. Okay. All right, looking for a deal. All right, let's see what's going on with the weekly ad here. All right, refresh your wardrobe, 25% off fashion, fabric, apparel fabrics. Valentine food crafting supplies, 60% off. All right, entire stock Cricut materials, 40% off, 50% off in stock, interfacing. Yeah, I don't know. Joann seems to be a hot mess lately. Okay, this yarn is actually... I actually do have some of this yarn. I need to use it. It actually is pretty cute. I meant to try to make a blanket with it, but we'll see if that happens. Got some Sharpies on sale. Should I order... All right. Let me know in the chat. Should I place an order with Joann's this week and just see, like, what the hell happens? Let me know. Should I do this? All right, we got more comments. We got, Sandy says, okay, your whole order was just out. So we've had at least 2 people who are saying your order was just outright canceled. Did they give you an explanation or anything? Or was it just like, we can't fulfill your order? What kind of message did you get? That's super weird. That would make me really sad, to say the least, if my order was canceled like that. Yeah, that would be really straight. That's very bizarre. Is there any word on Joann not doing pattern sales as much? I heard they aren't doing as many. Let's see. I mean, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Actually, what are those? Oh, happy planners. I did have a happy planner. Those were pretty nice, actually. I got lots of Valentine stuff here. Yeah, I don't see any... Do you guys see any pattern sales in here? I don't. Unless I missed it. Alright, guys, I gotta cough real quick. Hold on a second. I'm gonna mute myself. But never fear, the No Sew Fleece kits are 40% off. Yeah, I don't see the patterns on sale. That is kind of interesting. That's an interesting observation. Yeah, I also don't see the patterns on sale. Very interesting. That's super crazy. So several of you have said that you placed orders at Joann's and they were just outright canceled. That's insane. All right, Stephanie says, I've had my in-store pickup orders canceled before. All right. It's predominantly fleece. Who buys fleece? I've bought fleece occasionally, but the ratio, like the percentage of fleece that Joann stocks in comparison to other fabrics, it's like it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make sense. Reminds me of LuLaRoe. Yeah, some of those prints definitely kind of, if your stash can handle, yeah. I don't really need a lot of sewing supplies, but I kind of want to order something from Joann's just to see if I actually get it or like what happens. Did you knit or crochet? I just have the yarn. I got a really good deal on it. I think I got it from Joann's or maybe Amazon, but I thought it was Joann's. I just have a bunch of skeins. Is it skeins of the yarn? And it's just in my box of stuff. It's not for everyone. I crochet my blankets for them. I think that's cool. Okay. Oh, for me, they said the fabric was discontinued. It was really nice fabric too. Denim for $6.70 a yard. So basically, it sounds like they sold fabric that they didn't have in stock, and their system wasn't accurate with what they actually had. That kind of sounds like what you're saying, maybe. It felt like every other week someone was on sale, not so much now. I will notice on the Simplicity website, they're having their own sales, and they've been... So if you are looking for pattern sales, they seem to be running them on their own site. All right. Oh, right now. Okay, yeah, they have some sales, and all right, I'll check. Let's share this. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. All right. It looks like, yeah. So free shipping over $40 on patterns, and I think some of them are on sale. Let's see here. And they've got the Diane von Furstenberg wrap dress. Let's see if any are on sale. Or is it just free shipping over $40? Let's see here. Okay, yeah, there's like a slight sale. These are still really expensive, $15. Let's see if any of the others are on sale. Let's see. Oh, wait. We were just at McCall. Let's see if there's... Because normally they don't have free shipping on the patterns on the site. Okay, yeah. There's a slight sale. It's not crazy. It's not like the $5.99 sale or anything. Okay, Vogue, slightly on sale. Okay, so you only get the free shipping if they're fairly expensive. Okay. Yeah, they don't typically run the free shipping thing when there's a good sale. That's a really cute... Is that a bathing suit? That's actually kind of cute. Oh, these are... Okay, so the new look are $3.99. That's not bad. So you could get a bunch of these, and then if you spend $40, you get free shipping. That's actually real... I couldn't pull this off, but that's actually really cute. So some of these are on sale, free shipping over $40. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, SS says, yeah, place an order. Okay, I recently made 2 orders and both arrived. Okay, that's good. One order was for flannel, and which came split up, oh yeah, a lot of people have been saying that, like, if they order 4 yards of fabric, it comes in 2 separate cuts or something. That's pretty strange. And the batting order was great. Okay, good to know. So should I place an order at Joann's just to see what happens to me and report back? Maybe I'll do that. Sandy says, I heard they also lost their license to sell the licensed fabric. I ordered basic items like interfacing and thread to pick up in store, and they didn't have some of that either. Yeah, I've heard all kinds of crazy stories with like the pick up in store thing or like the curbside pickup thing. And now you guys are saying that you're ordering stuff, just regular orders, and they're not coming through. So that is pretty strange. What is going on at Joann Fabrics, guys? What is... I didn't even think I was going to have a Joann's update this week. That's super crazy. All right, let's see what the Joann stock price is now. All right, so I guess we will have a clip for because I didn't think I was gonna have a clip afterwards, but I guess we'll clip Joann's. All right, the Joann stock is currently 49 cents, so it's a little bit up. It was like 46 cents, up a couple cents from a few weeks ago. All right, here's year to date. Let's do 5 years. All right, here's Max. So it went public in 2021. Highest $16. Now it is 49 cents. So Joann's not looking great here. Not great. This is pretty crazy, guys. Probably wouldn't be too bullish on the Joann stock for sure. Yeah, right? 49 cents that's pretty freaking bad. And there were some articles I covered previously on how they're at risk of getting delisted on the stock exchange because the stock is doing so poorly. So that's not great. That's not great at all. Oh boy, what are we gonna do, Joann's? What are we gonna do? So maybe this week I will place a Joann's order just to see like what I end up getting or not getting, or if the order is canceled or something. I don't know. So what does everybody think? Should we do that? Should we do that? I think that's a good question. But yeah, things at Joann's not looking great. I asked a store associate what was going on. There were a lot of bare shelves and Christmas stuff out, which is weird and late. She said they are short-staffed and they cut everyone back to minimum wage. That is like, oh, terrible. Like that's just what kind of employees are you going to attract if you demote them, cut their pay, and then only hire in at minimum wage? Like, what are you gonna get? Like, honestly, I don't know what they're expecting here. That's crazy. They need a new head person for the company that can turn it around. Yeah, I don't know. Who would be the person for the job? Like, that's... I mean, I'm not, like, super well-versed in all of the top executives, but... yeah, I don't know. Probably not the Etsy CEO. Like, that guy doesn't... people don't seem to like him either. Like, everyone on our Etsy sellers hates him. So he doesn't seem very well liked either. Joann is handy to have around, especially after Hobby Lobby shrunk their fabric department. I miss Hancock Fabrics. So do I, Lisa. Hancock Fabrics was a great chain of stores. They had nice fabric. It was like very well laid out, and now Hancock Fabrics is gone. Yeah, I miss Hancock. Hancock was great. Yeah, any one of us could, do you think, could do a better job at running Joann's than the current leadership team there? I mean, probably, yeah. Probably. I would agree. I would agree with that. Yeah, and Joann's, if you want to hire me to consult, I can make myself available. Obviously, you have to compensate me, but I have already given you some good ideas for free here on this channel. So if the Joann, leadership team is here, if the Leonard Green and Partners private equity folks are watching, anyone at home, yeah, hit me up. You're going to have to pay me a lot of money, but I would definitely be happy to consult with Joann's as an actual crafter. So yeah, I would definitely be down for that. Let me know. I would charge a lot less than your ex-CEO Wade Michelon, so you would save some money, because I would definitely be cheaper than the people you currently have on staff. I'm not greedy, but I would have to be compensated. We could do some focus groups. We could talk to some actual crafters. We could figure things out. If you're serious, hit me up. Hit me up, Joann's. I'm really just joking, but hey, if they did call me and they were here's the thing though, a lot of these companies, they'll hit me up and they want me to talk to them for, like, without compensating me. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's just really crazy. All right, we actually have a Twitch viewer. Dandelion Puff, have you ever sewn a ball gown? I have not. Dandelion Puff, I don't have a lot of places to wear a ball gown, to be honest with you. And, that is actually, I am going to do a video for the main channel on my sewing goals for this year. And one of my goals is to become a better sewist, period, with technique and skill level. So I am trying to, like, level that up. My other goal, though, is to be a lot more practical and purposeful with my sewing projects. And I really don't need to make a ball gown, so I don't see myself doing that because I just don't have a place to wear it. But if you're trying to make a ball gown, I think that's a very good end goal. I'd probably start with something a little easier first, but that's cool. I remember being sent surveys about products. They probably need to do some focus groups for... Honestly, they should just, like, hit up this chat, Joanne's. Come on. We could give you some ideas. Hashtag Jen saves Joanne's. Here's the thing. They would have to freaking pay me. You know, if they're hitting me up, they gotta write me a check. They gotta write me a check. Honestly, you could wear them anywhere, slay the day your way. That is a good point. People would probably think I was kind of nuts if I started wearing a ball gown everywhere, and I'm mostly at home. So that's the thing. I'm not even going out anywhere to be able to, like, even wear a ball gown. I'm just at my house. I did a survey for Joanne's, like, 2 weeks ago and did get an email back. They are, quote-unquote, trying. I mean, hey, that's good. They're doing surveys and stuff. Are they going to listen? I don't know. Wear the ball gown to the interview. Well, hey, why not? When I'm meeting with the Joanne's people. But yeah, if Joanne's wants to, like, fly me out to the corporate headquarters and, you know, have me talk to them for a few days, I would do that if they actually paid me. I ain't doing that for free, Joanne's. Definitely not. Well, thank you. That's the thing, like, I get companies and businesses approaching me a lot, and I'm like, and they just want to jump on the phone or whatever, and I'm like, why would I give you business consulting for free? Like, I just don't understand that. But that's what they're expecting, which is nuts. What about normal dresses? I've made a couple dresses. If you check out the main channel, I do have some very old videos where I did dresses. But stay tuned on the main channel because I'm going to try to do some more clothes this year because I didn't do a lot of clothing last year. So that's kind of part of my overall plan for my own sewing journey is to become a better sewist, learn better techniques, and kind of venture out of my comfort zone and make things that I haven't really had a lot of experience with. So that is something I'm trying to do in 2024. Let me get some more water here. All right, so we got 36 viewers on YouTube currently, and we have 2 on Twitch. We also have a few viewers on Rumble, which is exciting. We are multi-streaming. I'm also going to be trying out some new live streaming stuff. So if you see, I might do a test stream soon just to try it out. But I'm trying to, yeah. The thing is, this tool I use now is kind of expensive, and I saw another tool that kind of does something similar, and it's free. So I'm going to be probably testing that out. But yeah, let me know, are you guys going to be watching the Super Bowl? And also, what do you think about streaming at like 5:30 or 6 p.m. Eastern Time instead of 7 p.m.? Let me know what y'all think in the comments or in the chat, because I am thinking about maybe adjusting this a little bit earlier. Plus, that would give me more time afterwards to clip the stream and to eat and all of that stuff. Do you have a skincare routine? Having very oily skin, I guess. I do have I am fairly like religious with, like, I have kind of a very strict skin regimen. I have very oily, acne-prone skin. So I have to be careful about the products I use because, like, everything makes me break out. The one product I would say, if you have oily skin and you get a lot of acne, well, so I've done a couple things. I started taking spearmint extract supplements, and I do feel like it's helped. I get a lot of hormonal acne. I know this is a little TMI, but taking the spearmint extracts I think have really helped. The other thing I've done is that I used to take those hair, skin, nail vitamins with biotin in it, and I did not realize this, but apparently excess biotin could cause more acne. So I stopped taking that, and I've noticed an improvement. The other product I would tell you is it's this brand called Youth to the People, and they make this thing. Let me find it. It's called it's got a really long name. It's like kombucha something, and that has helped significantly. Let me look it up here. Youth to the People kombucha. This one product, it's kind of pricey, but it's made a huge difference, and the company has a lot of sales. So even though this thing is kind of expensive, they have a lot of site-wide sales, a lot. So you could probably pick this up at a sale. Here, I'll show you. It's called Kombucha plus 10% AHA Power Exfoliant, not sponsored. This stuff is amazing. It's helped a lot with my skin texture, and it's also helped, I believe, cut down with the acne. So what I do is, I also use their face wash. It's called let me find it. Okay, I've used this I've been using like a trial size of the superfood cleanser, and I really like it. So I do the superfood cleanser, and then I do that kombucha exfoliant. So I just put a little bit of it in my hands, and then I just sort of apply it all over my face. I don't use a cotton ball or anything. It's in a glass bottle, and it's very runny. So I put a little bit of that in my hands, and then I just sort of put it on my face. And then I use CeraVe moisturizing lotion, and I put that over my face. And it's not too much, but that I feel has really helped. Plus taking the spearmint and then cutting out those hair, skin, nail vitamins with the biotin in it, because I think that ended up being pretty bad for me. And since I stopped taking it, I've noticed a lot less acne. So that's kind of a long-winded answer, but that's sort of my skin regimen thing. Okay. All right, not a Super Bowl person, but I don't mind this time. Yes, I think maybe 5:30 or 6 might be a good time. So I think that could be cool. All right, Sundrop Puddleton says, by the way, cool username. I like earlier time as I can work on my sewing project while you are live and wrap up in time to get ready for work the next day. That's a good point. So maybe we'll do 5:36 moving on out. Maybe we'll do that. I've been trying to figure out what the best time is. All right, I probably will watch the Super Bowl, so earlier is good for me. So yeah, maybe we'll try to do 5:30. Super Bowl. All right, not a Super Bowl fan. Okay. Yes, I've tried every skin product known to man, and this is what works for me. Also, a lot of foundation causes me to break out. So and sunscreen, everything causes breakouts. The one foundation I've tried that doesn't make my skin break out is by this brand called Beauty Pie, and it's like a beauty membership club. I'm not in the club anymore, but their foundation is $16 or $17. It's the only one that doesn't seem to cause more skin problems for me, and it's a fairly good foundation, and it's not super expensive. Yes, I am kind of interested in the Usher halftime show. I think Usher is cool. I think that'd be cool. All right, hubby will watch. I don't, except for the halftime show, depending on who's on. A live show is up my alley. Thank you. All right, so maybe from here on out, maybe we'll try to do 5:30 or 6 o'clock as kind of a permanent time. I do feel 7 is a little bit on the later side, so maybe we'll go a little bit earlier. All right, Super Bowl, especially the halftime show. All right, Jackie. Jackie is in the house. I've got Miku Marmalade. I love your crochet Rosalina cosplay. Awesome. Thanks for shouting out another one of our viewers. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of the cosplay stuff myself. I do think it's awesome, though. I think cosplay is such a cool, just a very cool form of artistry. And I really have I'm just in awe of a lot of the cosplayers because they do such amazing work. It's just not really part of my skill set. I got my water cup. This is in my non-Stanley cup here. This is the reduced cup. It was a lot cheaper than the Stanley cup. I think it was definitely under $20. I would not have paid over $20 for like a tumbler. And this works just fine. You know, I don't know. I think the Stanley thing is just so bizarre. All right. Oh, we do have a Rumble comment. Steph says, tried ordering fabric for my daughter's wedding, mother of the bride dress, from Joann's. Ordered 4 different fabrics, and the one I wanted most, they only sent 2 yards, got 4 yards of one of the 4 choices. That is super bizarre. So thank you for the chat over on Rumble. That's super crazy. So, and if anyone has any questions or comments about the main YouTube channel, this is your chance to ask. I wanted to have an opportunity for people who want to ask questions in real time to ask it here. I'm here. We're all here. So if you have anything that's like not even related to this topic and you just want to ask, feel free to go ahead. I'm going to mute myself for a second because I have to cough again. And I will put up the today's live stream sponsor. I will put up today's live stream sponsor while I cough and hack up along. So hold on one second. We'll turn the music back on too. I feel like we're ready for some music again. All right, let's turn on the music. I'm going to mute myself momentarily here. All right, I think I'm good. Sorry, sometimes I just have to cough. And I don't want you guys to get grossed out, so. But that was today's live stream sponsor, the Sewing Report Etsy shop for all of your fabric and sewing supplies needs. I have a, by the way, this, I gotta show you guys this. This fabric bundle is an amazing deal. And I just want to share it with you. I just got these in. I have 6 of them. This is from the Refresh collection by Figo Fabrics. It is gorgeous fabric. And I'm not showing it to you in person because it's like wrapped up in plastic. So it kind of doesn't look pretty. But this is what it looks like. You get 14 fat quarters. So you get 3.5 yards of fabric for $34. And you get free shipping. You just have to buy something else in the shop and you'll get free shipping. And these prints are gorgeous. I love the roses. So it's got some very pretty like abstract florals. And I just think this collection is amazing. And I managed to get a pretty good deal on it. So that's why I'm offering it to you and passing on the savings and giving it to you also at a great deal. Usually these fat quarter bundles are at least $50 or $60. And this one is $34, and you get 14 fat quarters. That's a lot of fat quarters. You could do a lot of projects with it. This actually would be cool for Valentine's Day and for the spring. Such a gorgeous, I feel like this is a very peaceful, tranquil collection, and I'm really excited to have 6. I tried to order like 8 of them, and I only got 6, so I don't know what's going on. I've also been having some interesting quirks with ordering from suppliers as well, but this fabric is just it's gorgeous, and I love the Figo Fabrics fabric. I think the quality is really nice, and it's just an all-around great quality quilting fabric. So just a quick shout out, this is available in the Sewing Report Etsy shop, and orders over $35 get free shipping. You can also pick up the new Sarah Hart's woven labels. So they're super cute, and I can't wait. I'm gonna probably steal a package for myself to try to use, just because I think they are super cute. And I do have more of these Sarah Hart's labels on order. I just have to basically, the next time I place an order from my distributor, I'll hopefully get those as well. So I think that would be super cool. But anyways, guys, it's been a fun show tonight. We're going to keep it sort of short this evening. But let me know if there are... Let me know what you think about the time. Is 5:30 typically a good time? I actually kind of like this time. I didn't have any trouble getting ready for the show or, like, you know, rushing around. So I feel like this is a good time for me. So maybe we'll move it a little bit earlier moving forward. But let me know in the comments. 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, is that good? Let me know which time on Sundays you feel works best. But I thought this worked out okay overall. And yeah, silly me, I literally thought tonight was Super Bowl. Apparently it is not. It is next week. I feel really silly, but you know, it is what it is. But anyways, thank you all for joining me here on Sewing Report Live. Be sure on the way out, hit that like button and subscribe if you would like to get everything all live all the time here, and we talk about fun topics, and we hang out, we chit chat, we have all kinds of fun here on Sewing Report Live. But I appreciate everyone joining me this evening. I'm gonna have some dinner pretty soon, and I also, oh yeah, I have to tape another video, so I'm gonna be doing that this evening, hanging out with the rabbits. So lots of stuff here. But thanks everyone for joining. And I'll see you all again next week at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time because of the Super Bowl. But I'm Jen with Sewing Report Live. I'll see you again next time. And remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.